Hey guys, it's Jessie V. So this is yet another video where you guys probably read the title and got very confused because obviously vandalizing is a very bad thing to do. So why the heck would I do something like that? Why would I choose to ruin public property? Did I lose my mind? Probably. But I am just gonna explain to you what happened, so do not judge before you listen, okay? I'll tell you the story first and then you can tell me what you think. This happened back when I was in elementary school. I was probably in like grade 3 at the time. And now that you heard that I was a kid when this happened, you're probably not as stressed out, right? I find it worse if you vandalize when you're a mature adult because your brain is more developed and you should know what you're doing wrong. But like little kids can do something terrible and then be forgiven in like half an hour. They just get forgiven so easily. And I'm talking about like little kids, like little kids. For example, when my sister and I were really young, we would get into fights sometimes, just like siblings do. And because she's like 3 years younger than me, my parents would always believe whatever she said. I would usually be the one getting in trouble. Like, we would be playing Barbies. And we always argued over this one Barbie who had this like long wavy pink hair. She basically looked like a mermaid. So we both wanted to play with that Barbie at the same time, all the time. And one time she grabbed this Barbie right out of my hand and then smacked me over the head with it. Like just kapow, Barbie smash. And then I started crying and then she would start to cry because I was crying. She did not want to look like the guilty one because if we both went to my mom crying, my mom would be confused as to what happened. And Mandy would like put on the most innocent face. She'd make those like giant cute eyes with little teardrops in them. You know the cat from Shrek when he makes those giant eyes and just looks so cute? That is basically what my sister did. She'd be like, "Mommy, Jessie hurt me." And then I would get in trouble even though I was just the one being hit in the head with the Barbie, with the pink-haired Barbie. I don't even know why we cared about this stupid Barbie. Kids care for the weirdest things. But anyways, I am getting like completely off track here. I'm not even close to the story yet. I always do this. I always talk about something else before the story. Get on track, Jess. Get on track. So just before I get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a long-distance collab with my YouTuber friend, Sierra Watts. She has like tons of interesting videos on her channel that I know you guys will like. She's gorgeous and she's also starting to do story times on her channel, and I know you guys like story times. Today she's telling the story about the time that she was suspended, so you definitely won't want to miss that. We sound like a couple of really bad kids. But anyways, I will put the link to her video in the description for you guys to watch after this one. So yeah, like I said, I was in grade 3 when this happened, and back then I went to a private school. So we had to wear these super boring uniforms and everybody hated them. They were like these gray boxy dresses that went all the way down to my ankles. We looked like pieces of pavement. I mean, as kids, we all just wanted to wear whatever we wanted. No one wanted to wear a gray blanket. And we only had dress down day a couple times a month. And dress down day was basically a day that we didn't have to wear our uniforms, but that was very rare. It was a very rare occasion. I love dress down day. We actually had a lot of days at my school, like pizza day, sub day, movie day. We actually had a day called Whopper Doodle Day, which is where we brought $1 to school, and with this dollar, we could buy any chocolate bar that we wanted, which was awesome, but I have no idea still to this day why it was called Whopper Doodle Day. What does Whopper Doodle have to do with buying a chocolate bar? It sounds like something you say after somebody sneezes. I should start doing that now. Someone sneezes and I'm like, Whopper Doodle. So one day I was out for recess and these 3 girls came up to me and they basically started off by saying, "Are you tired of wearing your uniform all the time? Like, aren't you tired of wearing that gray thing?" And of course I said yes. Like, I was tired of it. I wanted it gone. I would rather have worn a giant Teletubby costume to school just to get away from that long gray dress. I just needed change in my life. So they told me that they had a huge idea that they wanted everyone at the school to get in on. We had this really large brick wall that was facing our playground area, and they basically wanted to write "No more uniforms" across the entire brick wall. Now you're probably wondering how the heck we were gonna do that. Because I mean, we were in a playground in grade 3. There's no paint, there's no spray paint, thank goodness. There's just not a lot of supplies to use to write "no uniforms" on a wall. On a brick wall, no less. But what we we did have were these white rocks that were in the playground under the swings. And if you guys didn't know this already, if you take a white rock and drag it across a brick, it pretty much looks like chalk. You can like see it perfectly. Just don't go do that now that I've told you, okay? Bad things will happen if you start writing on brick walls with a white rock. I feel like that's something I say so often. Bad things will happen when you do this. It's just because I'm so experienced in being a stupid kid that I want you guys to learn from my lessons. Learn from my mistakes. So we were able to round up about 7 girls. Everyone else was kind of too scared to do it. I don't blame them. So we covered the entire brick wall with no more uniforms, and we even drew a couple sad faces on it just to make it look like we were very sad that we had uniforms. I don't really know exactly why I did it. I mean, I know that I didn't like my uniform, but vandalizing school property is kind of way out there, you know? Like, did we really think the teachers were gonna see it and be like,
gosh, these kids are right. Let's get rid of the uniforms because vandalizing solves problems. Vandalizing gets points across.
Okay, I think one of the reasons why I did it was because I wasn't very talkative at school. Like, I was a super shy kid. Like, I barely had any friends at all, really. So I think when these girls came up to me and asked me to join what they were doing, I was just happy to be included in something, you know what I mean? Even though at the time I didn't realize they were just using me to get more chalk on the wall. And plus, I did know that the writing would wash off in the rain. Like, not at first, but after it rained a few times, the writing would be pretty much off the brick wall. It's not like it was that permanent. But I guess the teachers didn't know that at first, because when they came outside and all they saw was white writing all over the bricks, they completely flipped out. They just see us standing there with our hands still up on the brick looking terrified because we knew that we just got caught. And I had never actually been in like huge trouble up to that point. So when my teacher saw me doing this, she was like, really, Jess? Like, I wouldn't expect this from you. So we all got taken to the office, our parents were called, and yeah, we were suspended and had to stay home for a few days. And let me just tell you that my parents grounded me for a very long time. A very long time. And yes, we still had to wear uniforms. Our protest did nothing. In fact, to make it worse, we were excluded from dress down days for a month. So us vandalizing to get rid of uniforms only made us have to wear them even more. We were geniuses. Good job, Jessie. You did absolutely nothing for yourself. Anyways though, guys, that is the end of my story. I definitely learned my lesson. Please do not ever do this. No matter what you use as material, even though we used rocks, it was still vandalizing school property. I don't know why I keep doing this. Why am I doing this? But yeah, as usual, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And don't forget to check out Sierra Watts' video. It's in the description. So yeah, until next time, guys. Bye!